Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So look on the screen. You probably saw this before. This is a lady, they say her name allegedly reportedly is Jennifer. And why is Jennifer on the screen? Well, because Jennifer said they hadn't paid rent in years, totaling an amount of $20,000. So she shouldn't be surprised when eviction came. How she got that far behind, I will never understand. But they came and knocking and she seemed to act brand new, like, what is this? Time to go. So this here, not surprising. You should have, what they say, had it coming. But tell me, what happens when you've paid your rent and still evicted? Story time. Got some back with some a friend. I had texted for something for us to do, and then I got a call, missed the call back, and that's when he gave me the download, gave me the information. He says, yeah, a lot's been going on. You want to bet? What happens when you get evicted even after you have paid the rent? That's what I want to talk about. So here's the deal. Let's say you're renting a condo, okay? You're renting a condo. It's in your name. Little backstory on him. Brad has a girlfriend, Becky Boo. She's a little cuckoo, in my opinion. And backstory, she has a house, but she lives out of state. So kind of back and forth, you get? Lives out of state. She has a nice home. There's no way in the world that she, bought and paid for the home. No, it's straight up inheritance. There just ain't no way. There's no way. It's straight up inheritance. So she's on in my opinion, the cuckoo clock. For example, kind of difficult to sometimes a little overbearing. She was like, "Oh, hey, guess what? You want this cat? You would really love a cat. Y'all need girl, don't do cats. Don't do pets. Don't do cats. Are you sure? So cute and so cuddly. Don't you? Don't want a cat. No, thank you. Oh, okay. I don't want a cat. No, thank you. Then days later, what do you think she does? Done told you don't want a cat. Chick shows up with toys for an animal. Like, what the hell am I to do with this if we don't have any pets? All right? Don't want it. I'm like, okay, cuckoo. So it can be a little overbearing. Doesn't know how to read the room. Okay, that's my assessment. So 3 weeks ago, and I had no idea what was going to happen. But 3 weeks ago, he and I had a conversation, and he was like, "Oh yeah, two things happened, and blah 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 blah, and this happened." And I told him specifically, and what the issue was, it was her getting into it with the neighbors. It was her getting into it with the neighbors, two different neighbors. And I said, listen, not trying to break girl code or pull other shit down. I said, but she gotta go. I said, because what's gonna happen? This here is going to affect you. She gotta go. He's like, oh yeah, it already is affecting me. Like someone had, she visited someone, I think because she's bored. Girl, go do something constructive. She's bored. She visits a neighbor's house. The next thing you know, their clicker, to get into the gate when it closes, they're saying, hey, the clicker was missing and only she was here, yada, yada, yada. So he diffuses the situation by going and buy their personal clicker. Here you go, we're good. So that happened 2 months ago. But before that incident, there was another incident. You feel me? Before that incident, there was another incident. So that incident prior, then 2 months ago about the clicker, that's two. When he and I spoke 3 weeks ago and we were hanging out, he told me about two different incidents with two different people. That's four. So that's why I said what I said. Dude, she got to go. This here is going to have an impact on you. She got to go. It ain't she got to go. Okay? It's going to have, I said this right here, it's going to spill over into you. And it already is. Because don't forget, if you're renting the condo, it's in your name, that lease. Well, where you live, it's affecting you, not her. Fast forward. So, has to be a busybody. Sometimes just stay in your lane. Just stay where you are. Keep your behind inside. Read, learn a foreign language, do something. Too much time on your hands. And this is let you know when you see a person as a problem, don't stick around to be. And he's one of those guys. Oh, you can't abandon somebody. You got to be there. Yeah, yeah. Well, let me see what happened to him. So fast forward to the recent events. So don't forget. So now we're at three. No, so we're at four. Four incidents. It's like, do you not get it? That's why I said you got to go. So recently, she has spoken with a neighbor, some lady named Sandy, who owns a property there. And so I guess she offered to help Sandy, like, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and kind of decorate your patio. You're gonna love it. That's how she does. Yeah, 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 yeah. And so Sandy's got some kind of, I guess, like some kind of tree on the patio. So she's there and she's got these pruners, to prune the little tree with, what have you. She's doing it. Neighbor walks by, it's like, hey, what are you doing? You don't live there. That's my neighbor. What are you doing? He said, oh, she's like, oh, don't worry. Sandy knows that I'm here, so it's not a problem. You got a problem, and you can call and ask her. So the guy's like, oh, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to call Sandy now. So this nosy neighbor, he calls Sandy. Sandy's like, oh, yeah, she's got a right to be there. Not a problem. Fine. Now, me in particular, the nosy neighbor should have just taken his butt back home to the property. But some people are old and bored and don't have anything else to do with their time. And, that's what it is, how I see it. So as she's pruning, as she is doing the little prune thing on the tree, he's like, oh, you're putting it all wrong. Sir, take your behind back home when you belong. It's not your property. Sandy, the owner, has cleared it. Like, just really go. Just go. But people cannot do one thing, which is called mind your own business. Could ya? Would ya? So he's like telling her how she's pruning the tree all wrong. She's like, no, I'm doing it right. I've been doing it, yada, yada. So they go back and forth. They go back and forth. She gets frustrated. She takes the pruners from her hand and boom, she throws the pruners down, y'all. Throws the pruners down on the ground. So what he does, he then decides to pick the pruners up. So of course that means he's gonna like walk toward her, right? So he walks toward her to pick up the pruners, the little tool. As he picks up the pruners, what does she do? Picks up a chair. And he was like, I'm going to show you how to do it. So she said, he was coming at me. Drama queen. She picks up a chair and throws the chair at the man. It's the one that didn't hit him. But when he picked the pruners up, and I guess he was, all the way, on his way up. And I'm thinking maybe he was going to go toward the tree. But she's like, he's coming at me. So she picked the chair up. And when she threw it, he said he was able to move out the way. So it didn't make any contact. He was not hit. But of course, the chair, being thrown, it caused a commotion. I guess some other stuff falling down. Another neighbor hears it, calls 911 and all the yelling. Next thing you know, the neighbor that calls 911, they come out and of course sides with the other neighbor because they know each other, they're neighbors. And they're like, oh no, the police run away. They've been called and you are not leaving. So they block her on the patio. She ain't going. They block her on the patio where she ain't leaving. Can't leave. Please show up, the police report. No one is arrested. No one was hurt. The chair, when she threw it at him, he moved out of the way. He wasn't hit. There was no contact made. Nobody was arrested. So they got a report and went on. He's thinking, my friend, all that happens. She gets into it with the people that it's over. Not over. A few days later, he's like, yeah, I just got a notice. A notice to vacate. The owner is giving me 8 days to vacate. And I'm thinking, I know you paid your rent. I know it's not financial. They can't, you've paid. Can't do that. It wasn't based on payment. It was based on when she threw that chair, that the community or the HOA was notified and they said, oh, they consider her, besides the other complaints, which had just been verbal, not a police report, they consider her a danger to the residents there. So then they call the owner and the owner terms his lease. He's like, he's got 8 days. And he's like, yeah, so now she's going to fly back home. I said, well, hey, maybe you can tell them that, she's flying home. She'll be gone. She won't be there. He's like, no, that doesn't even, he said, I've tried everything. He's even met with 2 lawyers. And he's like, both the lawyers said the same thing. You may kind of, defer it, spend money. It's going to be the same outcome. Because the HOA is deeming her as a threat to the people there. And so don't forget. So this will be issue number 5. So that's why, saying, hey, she won't be here anymore. That's it. It's not going to work because they probably figured out, look, dude, you're here. You're the reason that she's here. She doesn't have a lease here or on a property. You're the reason that she's here. And as long as you're here, she's going to be in and out. These things are going to happen. Issue number 5. I just told him, honest to goodness, hand on a testament. I told him she got to go. She got to go. Well, he wants to be Mr. Brad. I'm going to save her though. I don't want, understanding. Yeah, she got to go. So now, guess what? He got to go. Pack up 8 days and go where? And he's got a property in California. He owns a lot of land in California. He's like, yeah, that property need a whole lot of work. It's just 2 steps away from a shack, but it's a larger shack, that needs like a major work. So he's just paying it. The main thing is the land. But imagine what it would cost gassing up, moving expenses to go across the country. All because of what? And they said it was based on her, the reason for it was based on what? It was based on her behavior. That's what it's based on. It is based on her behavior. They see it as a threat. So note to self, times are hard. People are going to start, taking in other people in their world. Note to self, keep in mind, you got a person that's always messing up stuff, causing problems with others in the community. Do not let somebody trying to help them out, be a friend and be captain, save them. Do not let anybody turn around and be the one to ruin it for you. It's not worth it. Don't let that person turn around and be the reason, so now you're out. That's right. And the HOA can do it. So imagine you've paid and now you got to go. So chances are with this, you're not going to get back that security deposit. And if you don't leave, it's going to turn to the big E, eviction. This is the beginning process. Notice to vacate. If you don't vacate, you know what's coming next. When people show you who they are, if they're problematic, and it was like, yeah, she got a personality disorder. He was telling me how she was diagnosed with something, but again, he's going to be there for her. And I was like, well, it makes sense now. The family don't want to deal with her because they know what the problem is, so it's on you. Y'all taking turns. They deal with her, and then you deal with her. So my thing is, I wouldn't be going back to California. What I would be doing is going where she is, where she has a home that is paid for. And I'm kind of wondering if little cuckoo clock on the block, if Becky the cuckoo clock might have a trust, because how is she affording that she doesn't work? How is she affording it? She must be getting some kind of check or some kind of trust. So my thing is, no, it wouldn't be me going back to no a big shack on some land. No. What I would do is I'm going back to her house. Matter of fact, we might get some paperwork in order. You're the only one that's there for it. The family wouldn't be bothered with her. So the way I see it, it looks like we going. I'll be fine up there, get my stuff situated, getting the key. What does he do with the furniture? And then on top of that, he's got like a little separate thing, like a little garage thing with a whole bunch of tools and stuff just to pack that up. Who wants to sell their things? Life becomes unraveled. Everything just falls. Everything just turns on a dime, just turns just like that. All because of one person. What's the saying? Protect the quarterback, protect yourself. So taking people in this time, day and age, is no surprise due to the economy. But don't let a person get you out of your spot. Don't. Do not let a person get you out of your spot. Have you on the screen looking like old girl. Again, she got evicted allegedly because she didn't pay. Girl, $20K. How it even got that far? They said she's been staying there for years. So yeah, but imagine you have paid and you still get evicted. That's what's happening now because why? The person that he let in. I told him 3 weeks ago, bro, she's got to go. Well, and I understand, but someone's got to be there for, if people just leave her alone. But see, here's my thing. Maybe if she just keep her behind inside, you want to always go out. It's too much time on your hands. Go get a part-time job. Start a blog. This chick, I'm sorry to say, if she had stayed in the property where he is, this wouldn't have happened. But she got to always venture out, going over here, and it's a problem. Stay in your lane. And now look, 8 days to get out and go away. 8 days to pack up. It's gonna cost. It costs thousands just to move. And when those people come out, and I mean thousands and thousands, I don't mean no little 3,000. It costs so much money to move. When they come and they start wrapping up that stuff, those wrapping up those sofas and things like that. Trust me, we've done it. They start wrapping that stuff up. You don't have to do anything. Oh, trust me, because they have a whole crew that comes in. You see Mayflower, Baby Doll, they have a whole, you don't have to do anything. They have but maybe pack your boxes, things like that. They have a whole crew that comes in. Those guys not going to be working for no $50. When that crew comes in, they got something like a big old saran wrap thing, wrapping those sofas up. They have a whole crew that comes in. I kid you not. Professional movers, it costs money. And then driving it to state, you better get ready. It's like a down payment on a house. You best believe that. I can promise you a down payment on the house. Then where this goes, okay. And now the good thing is they do the white glove service. So it's like in the boxes, you put the box number, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, sunroom. They even pack up your patio furniture. So all that, it's not cheap. All that, it is not cheap. They, like I said, they'll do the Neiman Marcus white glove service. We all know what that is. When they come and deliver the furniture, they put the booties on, and then they unpack everything. They'll put the bed together. If they got to take something down, they'll put everything together except by putting your clothes in the closet. But they do like the major stuff. They'll unwrap it and put it in the room where it belongs. That stuff costs money. He hadn't planned on it. But now, so pay the rent and get evicted. Why? Because of someone, because of what someone has done. That's what happened. Because of someone else's actions. Look what's gone down. 8 days to move out. So this day and age, people, note to self, the HOA is a very powerful tool. When you're having people, if you have a big heart, let somebody come in and stay with you, please, 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 I beg of you. If you have people that have children, you have people that's bringing in other folks, be very, very careful. Be very careful of their behaviors, because it may not be your kids. It doesn't matter. When you're the one out front, I'm going to let them stay. Yeah, that's really great. That's just really great. But if something happens, you could be on the hook. You could be on the hook so that, guess what? It could affect you. So now the owner of the owner has already given a notice to vacate. And if you don't vacate, you know what else is coming up next. Don't vacate. They're gonna go ahead and evict you. So now he has to leave. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. He's like, I've tried everything, and it's nothing that he's done, all because he got cuckoo Becky on the block. I'm like, why the hell she got to throw that chair at that man? Like I said, she's got on my nerves. Don't want a cat. Let's put other little things. Then I don't need your help. Thank you. I don't, because, girl, I don't need your. Are you an interior decorator? I've been around that a whole lot in Palm Beach, and I don't need your help, baby. I know. Listen, I know Bonnie Williams. I know. I grew up with the Black Bonnie Williams. Trust and believe that I grew up with the Black Bonnie Williams. My mother. I know all about interior. People used to, as a kid growing up, the teachers used to ask me visiting our home, does your mother hire an interior decorator? Did she have an interior decorator? I was like, Mom, the teacher wants to know if you have an interior decorator. She asked the question. And I was like in elementary school. Did she have an interior decorator? The hell if I know? Well, actually, I did know, because it was just my mom. She was a housewife, but they would ask the question, did she hire an interior decorator? So I already come from the Black Bunny Williams. Literally, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of Bonnie Williams, the world-renowned interior decorator. I know all about that. New York, Ella Papa Christina's, I know all about that. The buyers coming down from New York to the South. Honey, I was doing those shows, going to when I was in my 20s. Okay, so I know all about it. I know all about it. I don't need your help. I know all about it. My husband is excellent at it. I know all about it, baby. I don't need your help. You make big, Miss Big Lots. Not knocking it, because my patio chair, a table that I had at one property came from it. But girl, bye, bye, bye. I don't need your help. Do not need your help. I come from the Black Bunny Williams. And if you've seen Bunny Williams, you can see she's on YouTube, the books and all that. We all know maybe the young ones probably don't, a world-renowned decorator, know all about it. Okay? Know all, I've been around them. Palm Beach, know quite a few. So I've already seen what 50,000 in one room can do. Why? I know the person that's done it, and I've taken a cue from them. Oh, okay. I like that. So that right there, no offense. I'm saying I'm the best. Everybody's different. But girl, I don't need your help in decorating. I think we got this on lock. No offense. The property speaks for itself. You want the pictures? I don't need your help. I don't. What you gonna do? You don't know Fortuny fabric from a $3 yard at Joann's. And I like Schumacher. So I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? Come up with some polyester for $199? I just don't want that. And there's some polyester that looks nice, but I'm just saying, for you're not that girl. So I don't need your help in decorating anything. What I'm gonna need you to do is keep it moving. This again gets on my nerves. I only tolerate her because of him. I knew that was his girlfriend. She gets on my nerves. That's why I thought about it. How many instances does it take? If you notice the problem is, oh girl, what's she doing? She just has to go over here. Girl, sit your behind down. Help me decorate? Girl, bye. Let me see your spot. Let me see your spot. I like to dabble in antiques. Let me see your spot. You don't have, girl, bye. And she does have some antiques. They've been inherited, But it's like, that right there, I only was cooler because of him, out of respect. Other than that, girl, if I never talked to you ever again in life, that would really be great. So I know this chick is nerve-wracking. That's why I said she gotta go. So now she's gone, and it's like, of all times, now they're going their separate ways. Dude, it's a little late for that. So now you're going your separate ways. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Oh, now you're going your separate ways. Girl, bye. Should have been gone. Should have been gone. So this day and age, you're taking people in. Please don't let it be to your chagrin. You might be disappointed big time. Don't let them get you out of your spot. You're taking people in. You need to make sure you have an understanding. Getting along with the neighbors. Sometimes stay in your lane. If you don't live over there, keep it behind. Why do you think people have fences up? I don't go, let me hop over this fence. I'm going to go across the street and I'm going to climb over that fence. Becky and got a fence up for a reason. And those tall trees, that house and back on that hill, why is that fence all around? All around, it's a fence for a reason. And a whole bunch of trees in front. Gee, I wonder why. Stay in your lane. Because things can happen and you could be in for a horrible change. This right here is like rock to solid. He's like, nothing I can do. Gotta move because of crazy Becky Boo. People, I'm sharing this with you. People are in for a lot of life changes due to the economy. Please, I beg of you, don't let it happen to you. If you're taking in somebody and there's a difference with the neighbors or kids, nip it in the bud real quick. A second time, that person might have to go. Because guess what? It might end up being you. So he got the owner stopping the lease, terminate 8 days to vacate, and if not, they'll be filing an eviction. But gave him 8 days to vacate. Unbelievable. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to hit the notification bell. You'll see another video drop. A lot's been going on. Patreon, I got an update for you. Sit tight. But yeah, it's like, wow, I just could not believe, all because of her. I told his butt 3 weeks ago, She got to go. Yeah, and I understand. Oh, you understand? Yeah, you got to be there for people, and she got to go. Who told her to throw that chair? Who who made her? She threw the chair at the man. That's why the police got called. She threw the chair at the man. You can't blame the nosy neighbors for that. She threw that chair at that man. And like I said, she know how to read the room. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any similar experiences. But note to self, in this day and age, be advised that these HOAs are very powerful. Be advised, if you're taking somebody in, just don't let it happen to you. That's why I understand some people got their quiet word, don't want to be bothered. Why? Sometimes you can invite trouble into your life. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.